How's it going? Seth Muntz here with Disc Golf Strong. In this video, I'm going to show you a great exercise to start to reawaken the muscles that are going to really be the big powerhouses for a strong, powerful disc golf throw. Those muscles, what are they? They're called the glutes, okay? So the glutes are right here. They're our rear end, okay? We have three different types. We have the gluteus maximus, which is the biggest ones. We have the glute minimus, and then we have the glute medius, which are these smaller glutes here on the side. Okay, you don't need to remember all that, but just when I say glutes, I mean all right here. What are these? Well, a lot of us consider, we consider the glutes to be the king of all muscles, okay? Because these are the strongest muscles in our body, and this movement, okay, hip extension from back to forward, that movement right there is the strongest movement that the human body can do. Well, when in any sport, pretty much in any sport, okay, the glutes is where you're going to get a lot of your power coming from. Okay, so we start from the ground up. Power starts from the ground up. If you try in your disc golf swing to get power just through the upper body, okay, just pulling it like that, you're not going to really get a lot of power. You're going to put a lot of stress on your lower back, okay, your neck, your shoulders. You want to get that power from the ground up through the feet. So here, and I extend that hip. When I come through, I push off the ground, and that's where I get a lot of that power that comes to a strong core, stable core, into that upper body and into that disc, okay? So we're gonna do an exercise we call the glute bridge, okay, or the hip bridge, you might have heard it as well. And that's gonna be an exercise that's gonna reawaken and strengthen, start to strengthen those glutes. Now when I say reawaken, what I mean is that we have a little term in a fitness industry we call gluteal amnesia. That means we sit a lot, okay? When we sit a lot, our glutes are stretched out and they're kind of like turned off, okay? They're inhibited. So when all of a sudden we get up and we try to do some powerful movement with them, they're not going to respond with the same strength and power and speed that we want them to because they've kind of just been inhibited for a while, okay? So we need to reawaken those. So this glute bridge, it's a great exercise you can do at home, okay? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my feet flat on the ground, knees bent, hands out to the side, palms up, and I'm gonna drive my heels into the ground hard, and I'm gonna pinch my glutes together. I'm gonna squeeze my glutes like I'm pinching a quarter between my cheeks. It's a funny cue, but it's a great cue because it's something you can really feel like you're doing, okay? So I drive my heels in the ground, I squeeze, pinch a quarter between my cheeks, and that lifts my hips up and it gets my glutes here engaged. If you want, you can take a fist or a thumb and just hit here the glutes. You should feel that these muscles are tight, okay? And then I come back down. Drive those heels in the ground, squeeze the glutes together to come up. Now we don't want to go too far, okay? We don't want the hips to go up past, okay? We want to get to a point where I could draw a line from my shoulder, through my hip, through my knee, okay? Just down and up, just like this. If you feel your hamstring cramping, that means that your hamstrings, okay, that your glutes are definitely inhibited. Your hamstrings are trying to take over, and they're trying to do that for your glutes. So what you want to do is really just focus. You can play with the distance here with your feet, but really focus on pushing down and squeezing those glutes so that we can kind of shut those hamstrings off and let the glutes take over, okay? Try to do that every day if you can. If not, 2 to 3 times a week works great as well. 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, okay? So 2 to 3 times a week, if not more. Okay, 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Like I said, it's not necessarily for trying to get overall strength with them. It's more, this is an exercise to just start to reawaken them, get them moving, get them firing like they should, and then that will translate into a better, a stronger, more powerful disc golf throw. Because any sport, like I said earlier, that hip extension and using those glutes is one of the most important parts of being successful and powerful and strong. All right, try that out. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Have a fun time out there and go play disc golf strong.